In today's video, I'm going to be applying and giving you my honest review, my honest opinion of this colouring shampoo. This is Cameleo and it's from Delia Cosmetics. I've got it in the 5.4 Chestnut Brown and this is ammonia free. Welcome back to Selfcare Karen. Seriously, if this is your first time here, you're very welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for supporting my channel. It really does mean the world to me. Basically on YouTube I do a lot of beauty product reviews, and within that I'm doing a lot of hair care product reviews. So today's video, as I said in the beginning of the video, is going to be trying out a colouring shampoo. I also have lots and lots of guided meditations on my channel, and I also have videos of a therapy called Emotional Freedom Techniques, and all of these things sort of mix together into my vision of self-care for busy women. I'm a busy woman, and when I started this channel I was in a very interesting moment in my life. I'd not long been a mother, it was the lockdown, and I was just trying to tap into different things to really enhance my self-care. And through that journey I'm sharing it with all of you guys. If you do want to know more about what I do off of YouTube, because I do sell products online and I also have a mailing list, then please just check out the video description for more information. Also, to let you know that I am an Amazon associate, which means that I may earn from qualifying purchases. However, as I said at the start, this is not a sponsored video. I bought the product that I'm going to be reviewing with my own kachinga, and basically I don't know what I feel about this product right now because I haven't used it. I'm going to go through that process with you guys today on this video. I have used colouring shampoos in the past. Most recently I used this one from Planter 39. Let me show it to you. I've still got the box even, because I'm so weird, I keep the boxes until I get rid of the product. Okay, so this is the Planter 39 Anti-Grey Effect Shampoo, and as I said, I did a deep dive video on this particular product, and I will link that video up here. That's the most recent one. And then a while back I used another product by Planter 39, which is, again, I have a deep dive video on that, so I will link that video up here if you want to check out more. I've not heard anything about this shampoo, Cameleo. I was on Amazon a while back, it may even be like a year ago, and I thought, oh, this looks interesting, and I bought this sachet. Since then though, I think that this Planter 39 Anti-Grey Effects has come out, and also I've heard a lot about, I've seen adverts on social media, and I've also, people have mentioned it to me. There's a colouring shampoo called Polar Hair. So yeah, it looks like it's something that's a kind of a niche in the covering of grey world that is kind of growing. So that's interesting. Just to explain a little bit about my hair. So I am 50 years old. I'm perimenopausal, and I have been dyeing my grey hairs since my early 30s, so it's a long time. Therefore, my hair has become very damaged. However, in the last couple of years, and I've definitely documented that journey here on this channel, I have found different techniques, tips, products that have really helped me improve the quality of my hair. And today, actually, now, I've got, I know I look a bit bushy because I've literally not done anything with my hair since I've woken up. You can probably tell the face as well. I'm very tired. Yeah, I'm definitely well pleased with my hair. It's growing longer than it's ever done before, and I think that's because I've been able to kind of improve the quality and strength of the hair through the different things that I've been doing. And you know, I'm just in a much better place. I'm more clued into what I need to do to keep my hair the way I want it to be. I still have a delta there, I still want to progress, but yeah, so it is a work in progress. in terms of the greyness, I think you may be thinking, and I do tend to say this in my videos, you can't see the greys. I'm going to try and show you what I can see if the light catches it. A few videos ago when I was dyeing my hair with, I think it was with the L'Oreal Creme Gloss or Casting Gloss or something like that, I did a snippet of me in the lift, because the lift that we have in the building's got like a bright light coming down, and it really highlights, you know, it's what people are seeing, what I can't see in my badly lit house, you know, or flats. And I was going to do that today, but the building is a little bit busy and I felt a little bit crazy going into the lift and filming, especially as I wanted to sort of talk and then people might hear, and I don't normally get that way because I'm sure loads of neighbours hear me recording these videos, but yeah, I just didn't do that. So my apologies, but I promise you that I've definitely got greys. I've got, like, if you look closely, you may think it's the light, but actually down here it's kind of like a dull, dark brown with shimmer in it. That is the root regrowth from when I last dyed my hair. The last time I dyed my hair, oh, sorry, oh, everything's falling over. The last time I dyed my hair, I used, I want to say I used Garnier Olia, and I'll link that video up here. Anyway, the way that this sachet works, I read the instructions. It comes with some protective gloves stuck on it, but you're supposed to use this on shampooed and towel dried hair, and then it says that you can leave it on for 20 to 30 minutes and then rinse well, or to achieve more intense colour, you can extend the time to 45 minutes altogether. I'm going to go straight in with the 45 minutes because I know that my greys are quite resistant and I really, really do want to do my best to cover them up. I'm quite sure that at the back of my head, I've got more problematic or visible greys, because what I sometimes do is I sometimes in between dyes, I use like brow tint to cover up the worst of the fenders at the front here that I really notice. But obviously I never do the back, so it's probably pretty messy back there. Yeah, so I'm gonna give this a go. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna shampoo my hair. Today I'm gonna be using a shampoo that I have actually reviewed in a kind of best of video for shampoo for oily roots. I've got oily roots and dry ends, and that's going to be the Tresemme Replenish and Cleanse shampoo, which I really like. It's very inexpensive. It's a massive bottle as well for the price, and that does a really good job of like just cleansing my hair. I'm not going to apply any conditioner. I will then put on a microfiber hair towel just to get my hair towel dried, and then I will apply the shampoo, leave it on 45 minutes, wash it off, come back to you immediately, but also I'll let my hair dry and then I'll show you what I think it looks like. One thing that I managed to get ready for this video is a shower cap. So this is a really good tip when you're dyeing your hair, but I don't often get to do it because I don't travel as much anymore, so I don't have as many of these kind of one-time use shower caps. But when I've applied the shampoo, I'm not sure how much it's going to drip, so I'm going to put a shower cap on top just to avoid kind of any mess anywhere. Yeah, and hopefully, I don't know if I should put on my dyeing dressing gown. I've got a really stainly, yucky dressing gown that I use when I'm dyeing my hair. I guess I'll see what the consistency is like. But anyway, I'm going to come back to you throughout. So yeah, let's get going. You might hear some noise in the background while I'm filming today's video, but it's like work's going on in the block that I live in, and I want to carry on filming. So I do apologise if that interferes with the viewing quality. I'm just going to tell you a little bit more about the product while I just wait for my hair to dry a little bit. This says it's washable colour, 4 to 6 washes. It doesn't say anything anywhere, as far as I can tell, about covering greys. So this may be an epic fail in terms of covering the greys. But if at a minimum it boosts the colour that I've got in my hair already, I'd be quite happy, because I have noticed that I've got a little bit of an inconsistency going on in the hair. Like some bits are quite nice, shiny, nice brown. The rest are kind of like a dull darker brown. So if I can kind of lift all of that and maybe unify it a little bit more, then I will be happy. I was actually planning on extending this time between dyeing with temporary root sprays. And I have just recently done a video on like 3 different types of those, and I'll link that video here if you've not seen it. But I don't know, sometimes I just get to the point where I think, oh, I can't even handle that. I just want to wash my hair and go, you know, not have to worry about the colour. That said, this is only going to last like 4 to 6 washes. For me, that's like a week, just over a week, because I wash my hair every other day. So I don't know. But anyway, I've had this in the cupboard for a long time, so I think it's time to give it a whirl. And also, just to say that it does talk about here about doing an allergy test and to have precaution if you've got any kind of sensitivity to temporary black henna. Temporary black henna tattoos. I haven't got that sensitivity. I'm so sorry, but I have not done a patch test. But if you are doing this, you really should. Don't throw caution to the wind like I'm doing. I'm just, yeah, I'm not in integrity with that. It's really bad. My apologies. So my hair is towel dried, I guess. It's not dripping. I'm not sure if I'm going to need the whole sachet, so I've got some scissors here, because maybe this is enough for more than one wash, I don't know, for one treatment. But here's the little sachet of the protective gloves, which I'm going to put on now and have a go at applying this shampoo and praying to the hair dye gods that this is not going to be a very messy experience. Okay, so I'm just gonna, oh actually you're supposed to do it at the bottom. Oh, gloves are sticking. Let me do it at the bottom. I probably should have cut this before right, oh my, I thought I suddenly saw purple. Let's have a go. So I'm just gonna, oh, it's not really coming out. Oh, the thing about the gloves, yes, they protect your hands, but then it makes everything so much harder to handle. Oh, I hope it doesn't gush out. Okay, right. All right, so I'm gonna concentrate on the areas. I think it's the whole sachet that I'm gonna have to use now that I've seen it. Oh, come out. And I don't know how I would kind of keep this. Oh, staining the face. Okay, so I'm just going to carry on applying this. Oh, it's dripping. I'm going to carry on applying this, and then I will come back to you in a little bit. I just want to do it near a mirror because I can't see properly in this camera, and I don't want to get, you know, if I can avoid some staining like I've already got, that would be so much the better. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Well, that was quite an experience. Okay, so I don't feel there's a lot of actual product in the sachet. So if you are doing anything more than your roots, I think you probably would need more than one sachet. It also says that you're supposed to lather you're supposed to massage it until it lavers up. But despite trying repeatedly with the shower cap on, because I don't want to stain my hands, I can't get it to lather much. I don't think I can see any actually. So I'm not sure, maybe I did something wrong, I'm not quite sure. Managed to get the stains off my face a little bit and on my body using a baby wipe. Baby wipes are amazing. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it now for 45 minutes and then I shall wash it off, come back, let you see kind of like my hair's still wet but with the colour in, and then I'll let it dry and I'll come back finally to show you the final look. That took blooming ages to try and wash out, and I've still not washed it all out, but I've given up. Decided just to use this. That's why it's good to have these turbans as well that are dark colours, so that if there's still hair dye, it will dye the towel, but not anything else more, you know, delicate or something light coloured. Right, so I've stained my face. I can sort of see a grey there. I don't know how good this is going to be. What I'm going to do, I'll let it dry a little bit, or maybe a lot, and then I'll come back to you. So I've got an itchy nose. I'll come back to you and show you the end results. But yeah, I'm not entirely hopeful. Okay, so my hair has now dried. What I did was, after I washed out the Cameleo Shampoo, I applied some of this Arkive this is the Good Karma Cushioning Moisture Cream because my hair really needed some conditioner. And then I brushed my hair out using this wet brush detangling mini brush, which is really gentle. And I try and start at the ends and then work my way up because it's just, your hair's very fragile when it's wet. So I try and treat it with lots of TLC at that time. And just now, just because I noticed my hair was a kind of a bit frizzy poofy, I've applied some of this Aussie SOS 100 hours hydration super serum, which I'm trying out at the moment. I've only used it a couple of times, so I'm still kind of forming an opinion. But I'm actually really happy with the colour result. So I do feel like my greys have been covered. I feel like it's brought a nice richness to the hair. I'm less kind of, before I had some different patches, it feels like it's a bit more uniform, more pulled together. So I am actually really pleased. But what I would say is 45 minutes for something that is only going to last 4 to 6 washes feels like a lot of effort for not a lot of result. I think when you're dyeing your hair with a permanent hair dye, it's, yeah, roughly around 45 minutes too, between 30 minutes and 45 minutes. But that result lasts a lot longer. Maybe double the time, maybe triple the time, but it lasts longer. So whilst it hasn't been a complete fail, I'm not sure that I will repeat the experience with this particular hair dye shampoo. This obviously differs to ones like the Plantaire 39 that I mentioned before, where gradually it builds up the colour. This colours it in one go, so there is that is a plus. But yeah, I think like it's a lot of effort for really not a longer term result. Obviously nothing's permanent because your hair grows, but I think that's where I am with this. It was really inexpensive though.
Much later.
So I feel like I may have been a bit down on this hair shampoo, colouring shampoo from Delia Cosmetics. I filmed the original footage with me applying it on the 3rd of April and today is the 14th of April, and I have washed my hair way more than, well, not way more, but definitely more than 6 times in that time frame, because normally I wash my hair every other day, but there've been a couple of occasions in the past couple of weeks where I've actually washed my hair one day, then the next day, then the next day. So more than 6 washes, and the colour is still fantastic. I don't know if you can see, the only kind of greys that I can see is now regrowth for sure. So actually I think the product is pretty good. It's pretty awesome. Lots and lots of different colours available, really inexpensive. I think it cost me, the sachet was like £3.50, something like that, £3.95. So significantly cheaper than normal hair dye, box dye, but works the same, right? So it's given me the same, if not better results. I mean, now with that time period in, if it starts to fade any more than it has done, which I really can't notice any fading, that's okay, because with box dyes that would be happening anyway, and around this time is when I start noticing the regrowth. So apologies if I've been a bit negative up until now. I did just want to come in and say this because really I want to give the product a fair chance, and it may really work well for you too. It's definitely available on Amazon in the UK. I think it's also available in the US. I'm not so sure about other Amazon sites, but if you are in the UK or in the US, then maybe this would be something that you would consider using. And as I said, it's got a really wide range of colours. Anyway, back to the main video. The one sachet was around £3.95, something like that. So it's not a massive investment, you know, if you want to give it a go. And they have got lots and lots of different, I've just been looking on Amazon, they've got lots of different tones, lots of different colours. So I went for the Chestnut Brown, but they've got loads of ones. You might even want to be a bit more experimental and go like a red or something like that, you know. And they've got greys and all of that sort of silver, all of that sort of stuff. Thank you very, very much for joining me today. If there's any particular product that you'd like me to review, then please do just put a comment below. Also, just make sure you check out the video description because there's lots more information about my brand in that video description. And remember, you are in perfect time. See you soon.